Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them microphone, dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Ooh, Steve Harvey. Get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Man, what an amazing blessing God has given me. My health, my dreams, all of it. God gave it to me. I accept it. I work hard, but man, oh man, oh man, I work hard at something that he gave me, a gift. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, because God has gifted everyone. So I can't help but believe it. You are gifted in some way. Something about you is special and unique. That doesn't mean you're the only one that can sing, or you're the only one that can write, or you're the only one that can draw, or you're the only one that can decorate, or you're the only one that can network, or you're the only one. That's not what it means. Or you have a great scientific mind, or you can figure things out, or you're good at problem solving. You're not the only one. But you are a unique individual. Nobody will travel the exact path that you're on. Nobody will have everything happen in a series of circumstances in the order that you're going to have it happen to you. That's what I mean when I say that you are unique. But now, because you are gifted, you have something you have to do. There's a scripture. It's in Proverbs 18 and 16. I've been trying to be a little bit better at that for you, So when I have an idea and I know where it is, I have somebody look the scripture up for me and hand it to me. So it's in Proverbs 18:16, and this is the layman's term of it. It says, a man's gift make room for him and brings him before great men. It is your gift that will make room for you. Now, my interpretation of this is this. Now, I could be wrong. Please go to your local church, synagogue, temple, mosque, whatever you do, and go get clarification. But what my gift has done in making room for me is I've taken it almost in the literal sense. My gift has actually made room for me. It has cleared paths for me. My gift has opened up doors for me. That's what I take it as, it'll make room for you. My gift is broadened my ability to travel. My gift has opened my eyes to fashion. My gift has caused me to be able to provide for my family. My gift has caused me to be able to reach more people. That's what I'm saying in terms of it will make room for you. Now, there may be another interpretation. I'm just telling you how I took it. Now, this worked out pretty good for me to that understanding, but I'm pretty sure Bishop Jakes, Joel Osteen, Kenneth Ulmer, Glenn Staples, Bishop Glenn Staples, these guys can give you a much better understanding of it. I'm just giving it to you, where I know how. So I don't know. I just like to keep it right there. But, and then it says that it brings you before great men. I mean, you know, it's going to take you places. It's going to take you places you never thought of going. You're going to meet people because of your gift. I told my son, who two of them are good photographers, you'll be taking pictures of great men. And then I mess with them. You already taking pictures of your daddy. You know, I mess with them like that, but that's just me and them just kicking it. But, you know, but one day, who knows? You could be shooting the president. You know, you could be shooting some foreign dignitaries. You know, you could be shooting great sport events. You know, you never know where it could take you. But that's your gift. What you got to do is you got to get to moving, though. See, you can't have your gift and not do nothing with it. See, you know what that reminds me of? It's something that my father used to say, get up off your butt because you're sitting on a gold mine. He say that all the time. Boy, get up off your butt and move it because you sitting on a gold mine. I never really quite got that when I was little, but now that I'm an adult, I got it full well. See, a lot of you are sitting. You're sitting on a talent or a gift that you have. You're sitting on an ability. I don't care if it's making cakes or pies. That's a gift, man. That's a talent. I don't care if it's the ability to do hair. That's a gift, man. Half of you are gifted. A lot of us are gifted, and we sitting on it. Looking at other people wondering, what can I do to make it? You already got something to make it with. If you would just get up off your behind, man, quit sitting on that gold mine. Some of you are tech savvy, just whizzes when it comes to engineering and putting stuff together and cables and wires and computers and stuff. And now you steady looking around trying to figure out, man, wonder what I can go do. How about you go do that? You know, it ain't that hard, man. If you would just take note of what God has given you already. He has given you a gift already. He has already given you a talent. Now, the fact that you ain't using it and you sitting on your tail somewhere, now who fault is, what we talking about? Well, what, you blaming God for that? Man, I tell you what, I sit around people all the time who are gifted. And I'm looking at their gifts, and they steady complaining about what they don't have, but will not get up off their behind and use the gifts that God gave them. And it's frustrating. It's got to be frustrating for you if you're doing it, because it's frustrating for me when I see it. So when these people come to me and ask me for help, I just keep going the same thing over and over. Help yourself. Man, do for you. Use your gift. It's a cat sitting behind the wall right now that's locked up, that's so good at artistry. This cat's in there tattooing everybody. Man, get out. Do it the right way. Quit selling drugs, man. You ain't going nowhere selling no drugs. You going to jail. And if that don't do it, somebody going to get tired of you selling drugs because they're going to want to sell them over there, and they're going to kill you. Let's just keep this thing real for just a second here. Come on, man. Get up off your butt because you sitting on a gold mine. And you sitting up here, somebody always looking for a shortcut to the top. Ain't no shortcut. Somebody told me this the other day, man. The road to success is always under construction. It ain't paved. It's got detour signs on it. It's got slow men working. Sometimes they flip the stop sign. You got to sit there and wait. Sometimes they got slow. There's traffic. There's accidents. Somebody on the road holding up things with a flat tire. It's nails, it's gravels, it's spike, it's everything. The road to success is always under construction. It ain't getting ready to be easy just because you done decided to do it. But don't sit around on your behind and complain all the time about what you don't have. My daddy said it, man. Get up off your butt because you sitting on the gold mine. You got a gift. You got a talent. You got something that you can do that could make a way for you, but you won't do it. It is within you. Stop looking around. Here's where people waste the most time on the road to success, looking around at somebody else, trying to figure out, man, how can I do what they did? Do what you do. You ain't Jay-Z. You ain't. Sorry. I got a couple of your homies told you rap better than him, but you not Jay-Z. Really, you not. You know, all of us done shot at him, but we ain't Richard Pryor. A nice shot, Steve. Bernie, DL, we took some great shots at it. We not him. Do what you can do. Do you. Do your gift. Quit complaining about what you don't have. Get up off your butt because you sitting on a gold mine.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls, here we are again, and I know it's got to be a time limit to when you stop saying Happy New Year. You know, how many days in is it supposed to be? I think we passed that time, but we are still celebrating life. And 2022 can be one of the greatest years of your life if you lay claim to it. But you have to claim it. You have to live a life of expectation that great things are coming your way, because that's the law of attraction. It works whether you believe in it, honor it, or adhere to it. It is a known fact that you attract the things you think. If you think poor, you'll be poor. If you think rich thoughts, riches will come your way. If you don't believe it, try it. Thank you. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, the girl from Mississippi, Monica, Junior, and the legend, the king of pranks, nephew Tommy. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. It has begun. Junior, what's on your mind?
I'm going to tell you exactly what's on my mind, Unc. Let me ask you something, Unc. Do you know, in your life, Unc, how much has being in love cost you? What?
Why did I know this?
Huh?
Well,
I just
I'm
want
going to
to
tell you right now.
Just being in love, has it cost you a lot?
Well, let me say this to you. It's really, Junior, what it's all about. You know, forget these songs that talk about I don't need nobody, all this blah, blah, blah. Everybody want to be somebody. Everybody wants to feel special to somebody. Everybody needs to experience love. So stop talking about it in terms of cost as in dollars. It is going to cost you your time. It will cost you at times your freedom. It will cost you at times your will of choice. It will cost you at times moments of peace where you want to be alone, but because you in love, you got to be with somebody. So it's going to cost you in every aspect of your life. All you want to do is be in love with somebody where there's a benefit to being in love. And there is a return on your investment of love. So my question is to you. Don't you think as a young man that you would be you are in a fortunate position if someone were to love you, being as high, knowing how you are?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
Okay. Then get on with the whatever it costs factor. Get that out your mind. Because it costs a lot to be in love with you, too. Get all this out your mind about what it's cost.
You're not saying that as a rich man. That's what I like, Steve.
That's what I hear. He's talking from a different position.
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. In love ain't got nothing to do with rich.
That's
I can
right.
that
That's
right
right.
now.
All right. All right. Thank you for that. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we're going to start the show off with the nephew and run that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, let's go. It is time for the nephew to kick things off with Run That Prank Back. What you got, Neff?
Church fees. Church fees. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Sister Tracy.
Hey, you got her. Hey.
How you doing? This is Brother Glenn from the church.
Hey, Brother Glenn. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm real good. Did you enjoy service this morning?
Oh, I enjoyed it. Pastor. Woo! Pastor brought it down.
Yes, he did.
Today.
Yes, he did.
Oh, my God. That was a word for me.
Right.
So, what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
I wanted to give you some information that the church has come up with, and we wanted to let you know what was going on before next Sunday. I didn't interrupt you, did I?
No. I actually, I may sound a little off a little bit. I'm trying to get dinner ready for my little babies, my little darlings, and your voice sounds so familiar to me. It just sounds so familiar. I'm trying to place that voice.
Okay, well, you've seen me at the church quite a few times.
I think I have. I'm just trying to place it. I can't place it right now. But what can I do for you, Glenn?
Well, nevertheless, I just wanted, here's what's going on. Now, are you aware that for the last 6 Sundays, you've been actually coming into service late. Have you realized that?
Yes, I know. I'm sorry about that, but yes, I have my reasons though.
Okay. Well, here's what's going on. The officials at the church have gotten together, and this is what they've decided on: is that anybody who is late, starting next Sunday, there will be a $15 charge for that, for coming in and disrupting service. Pastor's tired of service being disrupted by people walking in late.
That could not come at a worse time. I don't have $15 to give. No, I don't have it. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we're late. I am. We are doing our best. I have 3 kids. I have 3 young kids, 2, 7, and 9, and they are a handful. And we do the best that we can to get to church on time. And to tell you the truth, when we get there, it's during praise and worship. I mean, Pastor ain't even preaching yet. So
okay, I know it's not. Pastor's not up yet, but he's stating that people coming in, it just seems very disruptive to the service that's going on. So nevertheless, like I said, this is a warning call, to let you know that if you are late on next Sunday, then they will be charging you $15 a late charge, and actually you won't be able to even come in until you pay the $15.
I can't even get in church with look. Okay, look, I don't owe nothing. I don't owe you no explanation. But I need to tell you something. Me and my kids, for the last few Sundays that we've been late, it's because my car broke down. We are on the bus, man, public transportation. Okay. I mean, I understand. I sympathize with everything that you're going through. But why are you calling? If you understand, why are you calling me about $15 if you understand what I'm going through?
Well, I didn't. First of all, I didn't know what you were going. Why are you raising your voice at me? Why are you raising? Did you just raise your voice at me?
You know what? I think you're raising your voice at me. How dare you call me about this, about a fee? And I'm there at church. I got my kids there trying to raise them up in the way they should go, just like the Bible say. And you know why I got to do this and why I'm late, why we got to catch the bus. Do you understand why that is, Brother Glenn?
No, I do not.
That is because their daddies ain't and they, yeah.
Okay, so Tracy, you got to calm down a little bit now.
Oh, Jesus, help me, Jesus, help me, Jesus.
Okay, listen, here's the deal. All I can do is tell you this. I hope you can make it. Maybe you can catch an earlier bus, you know what I mean, and get there a little earlier. But I'm just stating the facts that as of next Sunday, if you come in late, it's $15 late fee, and that's what you'll pay in order to get in the service. You know what? Well, maybe next Sunday I just won't be there. How about that? I'm already working 6 days a week. The only day I have off is Sunday. I'm breaking my back. Do you know I work 2 jobs? I work 2 jobs, and they always trying to take money out of my check, always trying to pull me here and there, and I'm always tired. I get 2 hours of sleep, and then now the church wants to dump another $15 charging me for being at church when that's what I'm supposed to do. But you're coming in late, though, Sister Tracy. You know what? Late ain't bad, okay? I might be delayed, but I ain't denied, and I'm getting there the best way that I know how. We're on the bus. I have to put my kids on the school bus. And not only do I have to put them on the school bus, but I have to get on the bus to get myself to work because I don't have a car because their daddies ain't doing nothing for them. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I need to Daddy number 1, guess what? He ain't. Daddy number 2, he in jail, been there about 5 years. He ain't. And daddy number 3, he decided to go ahead and walk out. I ain't heard from that trifling in about 7 months. Now, he know we struggling. He had the nerve to take my wallet, too. You don't even understand what I'm going through. You don't even understand that I'm trying to make a better life for me and my children. There is one more thing, Sister Tracy, that the church wants you to know before next Sunday that you definitely need to know. And what one more thing does the church want me to know besides $15? The church just wants you to know that this is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your sister Patrice got me to prank phone call you. I am going to whoop her. I'm going to whoop her. I'm going to whoop her. You know I ain't got time for that. You know I ain't got time for that. Oh, Patrice. Uh-huh. Yeah, girl, your sister got you. You all right? Oh, I got something for her. How about that? She told me, she said, my sister car broke down. She said she got these kids. She over there struggling. She trying to make it. But you got to give her a hard time. She wanted you to put a smile on your face.
Well, she did. Well, one thing settled. I'm going to have to say she did.
Okay. You all right?
Wow. Now that I know y'all were joking, and now I know this is nephew Tommy.
Hey, I got to ask you something, baby. What's the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show, baby.
Hey, y'all been to church?
No,
Not
in quite some time.
Pandemic.
Yeah.
COVID? No. COVID.
I've been online, virtual.
All right, thank you, nephew. And coming up, it is Ask the CLO. Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey coming up right after this.
Close.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, we're going to check in with Steve's voicemail, 877-29-STEVE. Also, a programming reminder, another hilarious, and I do mean hilarious, with a capital H, episode of Judge Steve. That happens tonight at 8/7 Central on ABC and Hulu. Now it is time for Steve's favorite segment. It's called Ask the CLO. Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building for your love questions. This one's from Anika in Rochester. Anika writes, this year marks the 5th year of my celibacy, and I need to know if I'm doing the right thing or if I should enjoy life and take the good with the bad. I'm 54 years old, and I hope to be married the next time I have sex. I just got tired of giving in to men, and then they disappear on me. Life is short, so should I live it to the fullest or stick to my principles and keep holding out?
Well, I think it seems to me like the holding out part is a little bit more self-controlling for you. You're not being used. You're not being discarded. You don't have to feel like, men just coming in and out of your life and going out. Of course, we are human beings. We have flesh. So we got desires. But, it's been 5 years. You spared yourself a lot of pain like that. Now, if you think going on living your life to the fullest means going back to the way you had it, then what was you celibate for in the first place? You have to, when you think about stop doing something, think about what made you start doing it in the first place. And it may be the best thing for you. And you never know when, like I often say, God is going to flip the switch. So it could be any day now, but if you turn around and give up, you might lose. I'd hang in there with it if I was you. You done 5 years, hell, you're 54.
All right, Kelly in Duncanville says, I'm married to Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. My husband is the sweetest man in the world when it's the two of us at home. But the minute he gets in public, he's super irritated with everything and everyone. His road rage is scary, and he's so rude to waiters and waitresses, it's embarrassing. What should I do?
Quit taking his ass out the house.
He don't get to go.
Yeah.
All right.
He can't go to dinner no more, and he damn sure can't drive.
Yeah.
What's wrong with him, though? What is that?
But how are you rude
I don't know.
to waiters and waitresses that have your food?
It's hard to be rude to the people that's going in the back to get your food to bring it back out in the front. Because what's happening
Not
in the
very
back
smart.
is really, really bothering me.
Yeah. You've got to be nice to them.
You need to sit down and talk to him about what the issue is, for starters.
Yeah, why is he so mean and rude?
You need to fix that road rage, too. That's a problem.
You got
That's an
to
issue.
fix that.
Yeah, that's dangerous. Yeah.
That's dangerous.
There's a lot of mad-ass people driving, so blow the horn at the wrong one.
Okay.
You don't know what his day like.
Right.
He could have just found out he owed. Go ahead, Shirley.
Stanley, we are moving on. Stanley in Birmingham says, my wife got a new job, new lashes, new clothes, and she's been wearing wigs for the first time ever. She's not doing this to impress me. It's for the women at work. She said the competition is fierce, so she had to step her game up. I don't like clown makeup and wigs. How do I get my old wife back? Whoa.
Well, the competition at work has come from the internet. If you look at it, It's a look now. It's that Nicki Minaj, Kim Kardashian look that all these young people want. I mean, if you look at it, that long hair all the way down to your butt, straight, the lip liner, the contoured nose, the long eyelashes, all this the Kim Kardashian, Nicki Minaj look. And she done fell into it. And that's it. Like you said, it ain't for you. She in competition down at the job. Step her game up.
He calls it clown makeup.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know.
I hope he ain't say that
Might
to
be
her.
doing it bad.
That's not
he
nice.
about to, though.
Steve, were
He
you
about
saying,
to, though, because he done wrote in. He's stupid.
CLO, were you
Yeah,
saying something
see-
earlier about the eyebrow to forehead ratio, that space between there? Were you saying something?
Well,
about
I've noticed now, everybody want to have baby hair. And I've learned to understand filters better, because if you look at a woman on her page, if you look at these pages, the color of the skin that's closest to the hairline is different than the skin just below it. That means
I'ma
the
need you
filters
to
on that.
that? What man knows
Yeah.
this?
What are you
Yeah,
doing?
you need to look at that real close.
All
What's
right.
with the baby hair, y'all? What is that? What is that?
Hey, it's
That's
just
the style.
It's just the thing, you know.
But you can't have a
It's
whole
a
head
thing.
of baby hair, though. You can't have a whole
Well, see,
head
but-
of baby.
Baby
If you're a
hair
baby.
makes it look like you don't have on a wig or a hair piece.
Right. It
Because
look,
if
makes
you
it look
got
more
extra
natural.
hair you can pull down in the front, that must mean
Well, you
all
just
the
cut
rest
the
of that
hair
could be
on the
long.
wig. That's what you do, and smooth that down.
I don't know that.
You don't need to know everything, all our secrets. All right, here we go. Bam in Indianapolis says, I recently flew to Ohio to visit a man that I met online. I found out he's married, and then he went ghost on me. I fell for the lies when he asked me to get a hotel room and pay for my own flight. I should have known something was up. So am I wrong to expect him to reimburse me for the money I spent? What?
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 Well, I mean, you just said he ghosted you. If a man then ghosted you,
Yeah.
how are you going to get... All he got to do is change his number and you out. You don't know where he live because you got the hotel. Why would you fly to somebody for the first time and get your own hotel and your own ticket? How'd you
Desperation.
sell yourself that cheap?
Yeah, just reeks of desperation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lady, come on.
Now you want
You
some money
failed
back.
for that.
Come on, Bam.
Now you want some money. You ain't finna get no money back. You bought this lesson.
You gonna order you
Best
some room
lesson is a
service
bought
and sit
lesson.
down somewhere.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, that's a Louis Vuitton bag out the window.
Girl. Don't play yourself.
Yes.
Man,
Come on now.
you could have had a Louis.
Right.
Yeah.
New
And
bag
he's
alert.
married. Let that man go. You're right, CLO. She should have known something was up. That's your instinct. You should have listened to your intuition.
She
right,
knew
Steve?
something was up in the
Yeah.
beginning. All women know something's up. If it seems funny or strange, that's your intuition telling you that it is. Don't ignore it. Period.
They
Thank
don't
you.
listen to intuition, dog.
That's
They
right,
don't listen.
Steve.
No.
I mean, seriously.
All
All right.
around and it end up costing you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, CLO. Great advice as usual. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll check out Steve's voicemail, 877-29-STEVE, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we go, Steve. To voicemails we go, 877-29-STEVE. This one's from an inspirational caller, let's just say.
Hey, Mr. Steve Harvey, you have been an inspiration, and I want to say thank you. I've leaped off that cliff. I took the leap of faith. I went out there. I had a job that I was going to be making $150,000 a year. I quit that job to go out there to be an entrepreneur. In 2009, my dad passed away on January 31st. 2 weeks later, I heard your voice for the first time on the Morning Inspiration. And you have inspired me since then. And I just want to say thank you. I heard you, big bro. I heard you. 1,000,000 times 1,000,000. You said think bigger than what anything that only God can be able to give you the answer to it. 1,000,000 times 1,000,000. I would love to share that with you one day. And that's all in the housing. Thank you, man. Thank you. People hear you. They love you. They out here. They listening. It's a lot of us who's taking that leap of faith. And we on that path. Because once you got a million entrepreneurs worth $1 million each, that's $1 trillion. And we can do it. Love you, big bro. Thank you again, Mr. Steve Harvey. You are the man.
Nice.
Wow.
Very nice.
Wow.
See, sometimes you don't know if you reach people.
Take
That's
that jump, baby.
right there. Yeah.
You know,
Wow,
that was powerful. I appreciate that, man, from the bottom of my heart.
What
That's
a call.
that. But you know what? That's God's grace, man. I mean, you can't cut a deal for it. God just gives it to you. And He done gave me the desires of my heart so many times. And upped it. He done took the desires of my heart and put some grace on it to got me where I ain't even asked for that. And look up and got that too. Yeah. Got another one, Shirley?
All right, more voicemail, Steve. This is, remember you do the closing remarks about haters? Drop the mic. Let's go.
Steve, I listened to you this Saturday. Your closing remarks, the most beautiful words I have heard in a long time. When they say drop the mic, you should have dropped the mic that time, because you really let your haters know that it's all about them, because God used them to put you where you are, to show you where you had to go. Because I believe if it had not been for them hating on you, you might not have tried as hard. But you did, you got it, and you're moving on, and you're awesome. I love you. Bye.
They listening.
Wow. And you know what, man? I was just about to say, I want to change the hater closing remarks. I want to redo it because I wanted to add some more to it because I've been thinking about it. Because it's really one of my favorite closing remarks.
It was very
because
good.
Because it really opened up my heart, man. Because I was handling these haters wrong, and then God just started exposing to me. No, listen to me, man. You need them. Let me show you what I did. And he just revealed it to me one morning. I was meditating. He said, every time they did this to you, it caused this. I want to just show you something. And I really started looking at it, man. And like the lady said, they didn't know, man, but they made me work harder. They made me focus. They made me drive. But the biggest gift haters gave me, they pushed me up under the wings of my Heavenly Father.
Amen.
And tucked me under that. And man, like I was thinking, man, you know what I actually thought? For the people who actually kicked me and thought they was kicking me off the cliff, they actually were just kicking me into my Lord and Savior's arms. That's all they did, man. When they laughed about me behind my back, it just made me strong. You know, the one thing, man, that the only thing that really bothered me about haters was dudes in the barbershop. That's the one that bothers me the most, because I've always prided myself on being a man's man, and I know I am, because there's not a man living who knows me who don't know that about me. I mean, if you know me, you know that about me, that I'm a man's man. I made a lot of mistakes with females who ain't, but when it comes to brotherhood, manhood, I done locked in on that thing right there, and I'm really, really good at that. I'm an expert at it. So when brothers in the barbershop be talking about me because they ain't got all the facts or they done jumped off the bandwagon, you know, man, that really kind of bothered me, because I go, damn, dog, y'all too? Because I'm a man's man. If you meet me as a man and you don't like me, I'm telling you, man, really, it's because there's something wrong with you, dog. Because really, as a man, I really, bro, you come on, man. You can't meet me and not know that I'm that dude right there. But now, even though the brothers in the barbershop bothered me, the brothers in the barbershop helped me out too. Because a lot of them cats in the barbershop was really cats that I thought I was cool with. And that was the other purpose of the haters too. So I could stop thinking somebody was really all right with me and they really wasn't. Because, you know, sometimes, man, it's just important to know who they are. It's important to know who people really are in your life. And you got to have certain circumstances to bring that about so you can now know the truth about them.
But it ain't everybody in the
So-
barbershop, though, right?
No. Oh, man, I got some great dudes in the barbershop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some great dudes in the barbershop that love me, that'll defend me, that'll stand up for me. But here come them cats in there that just, want to jump on the bandwagon. They, trolls is everywhere. I appreciate the brothers that defend me, that say, hey, man, that ain't how that dude is. Y'all don't know how he is. So I appreciate it. It go both ways. But thank y'all, man, from the bottom of my heart. Thank y'all.
All right, coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, we'll talk to our good friends from Buttah Melanin Skincare Products. Plus, we'll have details on how you can qualify for $2,500 right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, everybody. Hey, listen, we got a special guest this morning. Kind of feel like family because everybody from down that way. He's a native of Beaumont, Texas, but he now lives in L.A., and he's got a flourishing career as a model, actor, recording artist. Now, when he found out that he was spending most of his time in front of a camera, he wanted to take better care of his specific skincare needs, which that led him to formulate his own product line called Buttah, Buttah. And as the CEO of Buttah, his mission is to give melanin-enriched skin the attention it deserves. That's a code word for black. And let's find out more. Let's find out more about Buttah. Please welcome to the show the fabulous Dorian Renaud.
Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning. Big honor to be here this morning.
Well, thank you, Dorian. Thank you so much. And congratulations. This is phenomenal what you've done. We love the products. We definitely love the products.
I'm using it. I've been using it.
Thank you.
Yes.
On our this whipped butter, this whipped body butter.
Yeah.
You got
We
my
have so
bald
many other
head just,
products.
yes, sir.
Hey, I'm
And those
33 and I got a bald head too, so I needed it as well, man. So you ain't the only one.
So let's talk about the Buttah products, Dorian. They are based around raw, natural, and organic shea and specifically formulated for melanin-rich skin. What inspired you to do the Buttah line specifically for our skin?
Well, I mean, I'm from Beaumont, Texas, small town, and I grew up near Louisiana, grew up near Houston, and I mean, I would say the inspiration came from seeing the beautiful black and brown faces around me. My dad had a barbershop, shoe shop. He was an entrepreneur, still is, and I saw him making people feel good, whether they were going to a funeral, whether they were going to a wedding. You had to come in and get that self-care at a young age, and I realized that. And I had problematic skin growing up. I mean, I'm talking about dark spots, hyperpigmentation, acne, anything you could think of. And as I entered into the entertainment industry, in front of the camera, I realized, I didn't quite look like myself like I did on television, I would say. And so, it started from a little bit of vainness, but then, a lot of people started reaching out to me after I really found some shea butter on the streets of New York modeling, and I mixed that with a gentle cleanser and a vitamin C serum and started working for me. And so, I found that people, especially black men, black women, were embarrassed, and they were asking me in my DMs or in person, hey, what do you use for your skin? I'm really struggling with it. And so, I brought my formula and my routine to the streets about 3 years ago, and now we've grown into over 25 products over just a short amount of time because of the support and really the education that we provide.
Well, you done helped a lot of ashy people, because there's some ashy
I
people.
have.
Hang on. Tommy, crazy. All right, Dorian, hang on. We'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
We are back with our very special guest, Dorian Renaud, owner and CEO of Buttah. That's Buttah. It is a skin line for melanin-enriched skin. That's for black and brown people. He's our special guest this morning, and we just love your products. We want to say that my favorite is the whipped butter. That's my personal favorite.
Oh, yeah. you go into these stores, a lot of times you spend a lot of money on these products, and you look at commercials, and, up until now, you didn't really see much representation of us. And, I try to provide education so that people with melanin and rich skin know how to take care of their skin, and that it's the ingredients and the products that really, work for us. And so, the community and everybody that really has supported Buttah in such a short amount of time has really made it successful. But the inspiration always comes from home and the heart of being a black man and seeing my beautiful black mother and, all of the different shades of black growing up in the South.
Okay, well, I love seeing men with beautiful skin as well. And we got to commend you, Dorian, on the success of your line. You own it. You operate it. It's a black-owned business. It employs black women, I was happy to see, in executive-level positions. Wow.
Absolutely. It's important. I mean, I see beauty through my eyes, but it's important to have black women around me to understand beauty through their lenses. And so I have an all-black female executive team who's around me. And everybody out in my factory in Florida, is multicultural. And so it's important to have women involved because, as a man, you look at a woman's skin, and I don't know the struggles you go through. I don't know what makeup does to your skin. So I had to do my research. I had to get in the lab. I had to listen to my sisters, my brothers, and see what they needed. And that's why I did Buttah, and that's why we continue creating products, that pretty much the audience asks for.
And to the Steve Harvey Nation, we're doing a Buttah sweepstakes. Yeah, you can enter for a chance to win a grand prize shopping spree with a $2,500 Macy's gift card or one of 10 first prizes of a Buttah 3-piece customizable kit. Buttah products are designed to gently cleanse, brighten, and moisturize skin daily and formulated especially for melanin-rich complexions and all skin types. You can enter and get the rules at steveharveyfm.com. Everyone needs a little Buttah, baby, right, Dorian?
That's right, man. You like Steve said, you cannot be ashy. And I know a lot of us black people associate dry skin with the word ashy.
That was Tommy Dorian.
That was Tommy Dorian.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tom. Sorry, Tommy. How you doing?
It's all right. There's a lot of ashy kids out there, Dorian.
But, we want to, that's a word that's true to our culture, you know what I mean? And that's one thing that we try to avoid. Is how we're body butter is amazing because it's imported directly from Ghana. So it's just the real stuff, and we whip it down. It has our amazing cocoa shea scent to it, so it's not too heavy. It still smells light. You could put it on from head to toe. I put it on my bald head. I put it on my body, on my face. And, it's amazing. It's one of our top sellers, and people really love it. But I think shea butter goes back to us. We grew up watching our grandmothers using Vaseline and thick products. And so when I thought about, something for our body, I wanted something thick that would give us that glow and then not have us ashy all day.
Shirley, now I love the vitamin C serum. I love that. It's brightening, it hydrates, and I love the cocoa shea revitalizing cream. So we love your products. Love us some Buttah, baby.
Yeah, everything from top to bottom. The packaging, everything is just top notch. Beautiful.
Fire.
Yeah, it's pleasing to the eyes and to the body. Yeah, it's like Buttah, baby. It is. Check the box. So, Dorian, continued success to you in your career as an actor, a musician, and all the things that you do, and especially as CEO of Buttah. Thank you so much, all right?
Thank you guys for
Get all the information you need on Buttah at steveharveyfm.com. Dorian, please don't be a stranger.
I won't be, y'all, and I'm gonna keep sending y'all some Buttah so y'all won't be ashy.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Great products, though, brother.
All right. Coming up next, it is the nephew and the prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it is my strawberry letter for today. The subject is in love and terrified. We'll get into that, find out what that's all about.
At the same time?
Yes.
Both of them?
Yes. Wait till you hear this. Find out what that's all about right after this. Right now, the nephew is here. You hear him with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
If you can't talk straight at the barbershop, then where can you talk straight? Black Man's Country Club, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
That was said. Yeah.
Yes, sir. This right here is the barbershop.
Cuss, this Brady.
Brady, how you doing, man? My name is Dennis, man. I got a haircut from you a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, what's up, Dennis? What can I do for you, brother?
Hey, listen, I wanted to get an appointment with you, man. Like I said, I was there a couple weeks ago, man. My first time getting a haircut from you. Did a real good job, so I want to say thank you for that.
All right, no, not a problem, not a problem.
Okay. Do you have any time available on Thursday?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can come up there Thursday. That'll be fine. What's your name again, bro?
Dennis, man. Dennis.
Okay, Dennis. Well, I can get you in, Dennis, about 3 o'clock, man. Something of that nature. I mean, I normally work off appointments, Come about 3.
3 o'clock, you'll be there?
Yeah, I'll be there about 3 o'clock.
Okay. Hey, I got a little bit of situation though, man, that happened last time I was there. I kind of wanted to talk to you about it, man, because it kind of caught me off guard. So I wanted to holler at you, man, and see if we could rectify the problem before I came back up there.
What happened? Was somebody disrespect you or something? I mean, what was the deal?
Well, it really wasn't somebody, man. It was actually you.
Me? Well, I mean, what happened?
Well, here's the deal, man. When you was cutting my hair, when it was time to turn the chair, you didn't turn the chair with your hand, man. See, Brady, man, you turned the chair with your private part.
Oh, come on, bro. Say, Dennis. I mean, Dennis, I'm a professional, man. I've been doing this 15 years, bro.
Right. I don't think it's anything deliberate, man. I think you just do it unconsciously, man, because, you be leaning over on the chair cutting, and I think you don't realize, you be turning the chair with your private part instead of doing it with your hand, man. And see, my hand got caught out there, and I saw it out the corner of my eyes. I saw your private part coming towards my hand. I moved it just in time. You understand?
No, bro. Now, see, Dennis, I'm not understanding something, bro, because we don't operate like that around here, because, I don't make mistakes like that, bro. I mean, I don't know. You sure you're talking to the right person, man?
Yeah, I mean, ain't you the third chair on the right when you walk in the door?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about, man. And you cut me 2 weeks ago, and like I said, I really like my haircut, so I wanted to call back and rectify this problem. But, you're going to have to turn the chair with your hand and not your private part. If not, we're going to have a problem.
Okay, bro. Now, I feel you, and I understand your complaint and everything. I mean, I'm not understanding what you're saying, but I don't do that, But, I mean, we'll be glad to, give you another cut or whatever, you understand me? And, but I don't move nobody, around with my private, man. That's just not me.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but I want you to hear what I'm saying. If you put your private on there at all when I come in there Thursday, then I promise you I'm going to jump up and we're going to have a problem.
Well, see, now, right there, Dennis, I'm not feeling that jump up having a problem because, you don't really know me like that, bro. I mean, I'm trying to be professional here and solve your little issues that you got, you understand me? But all this jumping up and stuff you're talking about doing, I don't know about all that stuff.
I'm trying to come in and get a nice haircut and walk out with a nice haircut. But what I don't want to do is come down there, you lean over, put your private part where I got my arms and my hands at, and I got whoop your. Now, that's what I don't.
See, Kinfolk, now, you're touching me wrong talking about.
You talking about I'm touching you wrong. You touched me wrong 2 weeks ago when you put your private on my hand, man.
Say, Kinfolk, ain't nobody touch you like that here, you feel me?
Say what?
I don't know who the hell you think you're talking to, man. We doing right over here, cuz, you feel me?
Hey, dog, all I'm trying to say is a brother trying to come in and get his hair cut and walk out feeling like a man. And not walk out feeling violated, man, because you done turned the chair with your private part all up against my hand and my elbow and stuff, man.
Hold up, boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't operate like that. I'm a grown and say, bro, I tried to talk to you, you feel me? But now you done rubbed me wrong. Ain't no punk flying here, you understand me?
Well, ain't no punk flying there, then keep it off my hand, then.
Say, hold on, let me tell you something. Say, man, we don't play that over here. You bring your stupid over here. I'm going to tell you right now, you get packed up out this. You understand me?
Hey, well, quicker.
We don't play no punk over here. This ain't a salon, it's a barber shop. It's real over here. You hear me?
I hear what you're saying, but let me explain something. You quit using your hips in your private section like a pinball machine.
I'm going to tell you right now, boy, I will put something on your. You come up with that. You understand me?
I
playboy. Come on,
hey, dude, I'm just trying to come to get a haircut. I'm trying to get a haircut and walk out of there like a man, feeling like a man.
I bet you open you up. I'm gonna open you up, boy. You understand? Oh hell no, piss off. Watch out. No, come on here with that. You know, tell you how to do something to your eye. What you want to be? This ain't no salon. This is a barber shop. Cuts, man. You understand me?
I understand. Hold what?
Yeah, cut, man. I ain't got no time for that. Damn all that. I got somebody to have a cut right now. I ain't got time for it. You bring your dumb back over. You better come over here with your attitude straight. I bet you did. Cut hair. I don't do it. You feel me? I cut hair, homeboy. I don't do hair. You feel me? You know what, man? What is you, man? You come up here. Yeah, come on up here and recognize yourself when you come up here. You know what I'm saying? Put your name on your shirt.
Okay. I'm gonna put my real name on my shirt then. You want to know what my real name is?
That's what's up. That's what's up, baby.
Okay, then you might want to know what name gonna be on the shirt?
I want to know what gonna be on the shirt.
All right, then the name on the shirt is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Oh, man, say it before you got. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Say, bro, my bad, man. Oh. You got me,
Hey, I got one more thing to ask you, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Man, it's Steve Harvey Morning Show, man.
You can't talk straight at the barber shop.
Hey, man.
Where can you talk straight?
Boy, let me tell you something, Tommy. He was professional at first, and then he went all the way over there to the point where this ain't no. I tell you what, come on, man. Boy, I love the button that we have that we switch.
It's quick. It's quick.
It don't take long.
Ain't no in between it.
Nope. Because we anticipate bull. We know it's coming.
Yeah.
When it
but
switches,
you know, man,
he
he gave it a nice little time when he was being, you know, hey, bro, look, that ain't what we doing up in here, man. Look, come up in here and get 3 o'clock. I see you Thursday. You know, who, me? Oh, no, bro, you got me wrong. You sure you got me? You third chair on the right, ain't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Tell you what. Yeah. Time for me to go and click this switch right here.
Yeah.
Okay, Playboy.
Flip it.
He went hard, too.
Yes.
Come up in here if you want to. They're going to be packing your ass up out of here. I said, okay.
I'm going to open you up.
When they pack you up out of there, yeah. When they pack you up out of there, yeah, you're not walking.
He said you'll recognize yourself.
February 10th, 11th, and 12th, the nephew coming to Huntsville, Alabama. Stand Up Live Comedy Club. That's February 10th, 11th, and 12th. That is, what is that? That's Valentine's and Super Bowl weekend, baby. Come hang out with your boy. Bring your loved one out. That's right. Huntsville, Alabama. Stand Up Live Comedy Club. The nephew's coming to town. Tickets on sale right now. Right now. R-E-T now. Right now.
Thank you, crazy nephew. Coming up next, the Strawberry Letter. The subject is In Love and Terrified. We'll find out of what right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter, one of those juicy ones, to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours. All right.
You just never know. Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Subject, In Love and Terrified. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm 32, and my boyfriend and I have been together for 6 months. He's a great guy and everything I hoped for in my second husband. Yes, I say husband because he's been talking about marriage already. We're both divorced and ready to settle down, so we got the important stuff out of the way early on. I get along great with his parents, and my mother loves him. He's in a rental, and I own my home, so he's planning to move in with me. I have fallen for this man, and I can't see myself living without him. But there's one thing I don't love. and that's his size. The first time I got married, I was really young and inexperienced, and I had no idea how small my first husband was. I had nothing to compare to because he's the only other man I've been with. The first time I was intimate with my current boyfriend, I called my doctor the next day because I was sure something was broken below. She let me know that everything was fine, and she gave me some items that would help with intimacy. None of that stuff works, and I feel like I am letting my boyfriend down every time he tries to make love to me. We talked about it, and he assured me that he loves me and he'll be patient with me. He also told me that he's never had this problem with the female before. My doctor told me there's nothing wrong with my body. He's just too large. I'm terrified whenever he starts coming on to me, but I try to play it off. We had a heated talk about our sex life recently, and he admitted that he's disappointed, and this could be a big deal breaker for him. How can he make our intimacy the main focus? Does this mean we're not compatible? This letter threw me a bit in the beginning, and I got to say, this is a problem that many women would love to have, and I'm sure many men would love to have the same problem. We've had many letters about the size of men and all of this, but it's usually...
I have that problem. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
We've had many letters about the size of men, but usually it's a complaint about them being too small, which was the case, you say, with your first husband. But we've never had a letter, if I can remember, Steve, I don't know if I can remember, about a man being too large. And I guess there's a first time for everything. You say your new man is way too much for you, and now you're terrified to have sex with him. But you've checked with your doctor, and you've been checked by her, and she said you were okay. And actually, she said you were better than okay. She said you were fine. He said, your new man said he would be patient with you, but his patience is running out. This could be a deal breaker for him, he's saying. And, I guess understandably so, because he would want to have sex with you if you're going to be his wife. But you still haven't been able to. Then you said, your doctor also said there's nothing wrong with your body and he's just too large. I mean, I don't really know what to tell you in this situation. I mean, you guys might not be compatible. There could be such a thing as this going along. I mean, women have babies every day and all of this. But listen, I don't know what to tell you, honestly, unless it's mental or something like that. If you can't physically, you can't. But the doctor, listen to what the doctor said. Steve?
Wow. Well, I understand, Shirley, you say we've never had a letter like this and everything, but, this is like so up my alley. I want to thank
really
people for writing in, and, because game, game recognized game.
Right.
And so I have a solution, but we're going to have to get to the solution in the second half of this talk. But let's just go over some facts, because I'm too like Shirley. I was very confused at the beginning of the letter, because he's everything you wanted in your second husband. You're both divorced. You've gotten all them important stuff out of the way. You get along with his parents and your mama love him. He's in a rental. I own a home. Sounds like something for me. We was talking about off the air. He's planning to move in with me. I done fell for this man. I can't see living without him, blah, 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 blah. And then there's one thing you don't love, that's his size. Now, quite natural, I'm probably like Shirley was reading this letter thinking, well, it's very small. We got a small problem here.
Exactly.
We got something he ain't been. The first time I got married, then you started talking about how you was young and inexperienced and you had no idea how small your first husband was because you didn't have nothing to compare it to. And then you got intimate with this current boyfriend, and you call your doctor the next day because I was sure something was broken below, which means, came up in there, putting in work. He's just up in there, he was aggressive, let's just say. He was overly aggressive. You thought something had broke. She let me know that everything was fine, and she gave me some items that could help with intimacy. I don't know what that was. I have, I do know what they gave you, but that ain't what this letter about. none of that stuff works. I know that's called homeboy. Homeboy break all that up. You know, all that little stuff you done bought back from the doctor. Homeboy don't give a damn about that right there. And you know, I got some stuff you need to give him.
Anyway,
you need to give him some stuff. Because none of that stuff work, and I feel like I'm letting him down every time he try to make love to me. When I come back, I had an answer for you.
Hold it. All right, we'll have part 2 of Steve's crazy response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, in love and terrified. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Come on, Steve, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is in love and terrified. Oh.
Well, that's 32-year-old girl and found the man of her dreams, second marriage for both of them. Everything worked out, everything. She own a home, he rent, he gonna move in with her. The girl, mama love him, parents love her, everything going on. She has a problem with his size, though. I thought he was too small. Turned out it was just the opposite, because she didn't know how small her first husband was, because she didn't have nothing to compare it to, so she thought he was doing something. Then when homeboy came in there and put his work helmet on, see, homeboy came in there, set that igloo cooler down next to the bed and put that hat on, that hard hat on, and set that igloo cooler down next to the bed and crawled up in there on one knee off that bed, and he went up in there and went to work. Came up in there, boy, like a grown-ass man. Came up in there with came up with some artillery. Boy, came up in there. You know, he came up there with military terms and you know, excavation devices, and came up in there with missile launchers, and crawled up in there with stuff that you wasn't really familiar with. You know, you in here playing with this little boy who had this little teddy bear. This boy done came up in that bed with some stuff that they don't even sell in the G.I. Joe aisle no more, you know. So he came up in there and putting in work, and it came up there. So when you went to the doctor next day, you thought this man done broke something, because he been up in there just clowning. You know, he up on all 10 of his toes just flexed. He just got his toes flexed. He up in there and just letting it. And so anyway, we have a problem. And now the doctor done gave you some stuff to help you deal with this, but the problem ain't you, because there's nothing wrong with you. It's just the doctor told you he's too large. So see, he got to start taking stuff. You know, so I don't know how to tell you this here, but you got to get him to the point where he gets excited a lot quicker. Is what I'm trying to tell you. You got to get him to get to where he going faster, so he ain't in there creating damage. And so what I'm about to tell you is how this is going to work. Okay. Doctor told you there's nothing wrong with your body. He's just too large. I'm terrified when he starts coming on me, but I play it off. We had a heated talk about our sex life recently. He admitted he's disappointed, and this could be a big deal breaker for him, because he's never had this problem with a female before. He says he's never had this problem with a female before, but he ain't with nobody, though, is he? He's had a problem. There's some women that just walked out of his life, just got up, got in the car, drove off, and never called back. Not finna do this no more with you. Deuces, partner. You ain't finna come up in here like you looking for all every evening. We not finna do this. So how can he make our intimacy the main focus? Does this mean we're not compatible? Well, here's what has to happen. You have to have a talk with this young man, because he's 32. See, he going at this the same way he been going at it, and it's creating a problem for you. So now, here's what has to happen. He has to change his depth perception. He has to change his depth perception.
What does that mean?
Meaning he has to change what he think deep is. See, it's like a swimming pool and a cave, and these are the two analogies I have for you. See, you can drown in 5 feet of water. Mm-hmm. Or you can build you a swimming pool that's got a 13-foot end on it with a diving board. But you can drown in 3 feet of water. So what you got to do is get him to start drowning in less water which means he got to quit jumping in this pool like he on the deep end. He got to come on this shallow end and get involved in the water in a different way. The church say amen, amen.
Amen.
Now, I know y'all don't know what I'm talking about.
Relearn
Y'all
how
ain't
to
had this
swim.
problem.
Relearn how to swim.
Yeah. See, he got to say, let me give you an example. He is a cave dweller. He's a man with a helmet on, with a mining light, and he like to go in caves. What he has to learn is he can't go all the way in the cave. He gonna have to get happy by just being in the cave. Can't go all the way to the back of this cave. He has to learn to stay at the front of the cave.
Okay.
Because it's too much back there.
We got it, Steve. Thank you.
He got to learn how to stay at the front of the cave.
Didn't I just say we got it?
Yeah.
No. Well, what you have to do is you have to make the front of the cave the focal point.
Uh-huh.
It has to be everything.
Got it.
I have a lot of knowledge on this subject because I've had to,
obviously.
I've had to be understanding, and I just want the people to have the best life they can have. Now, are they compatible? Not sexually. They're not compatible sexually, and it's not going to work unless he changes a couple of things. His depth perception, he has to change what he think is deep, and then he had to play at the front of the cave and quit trying to go all in the back. And
Thank
look for
you.
moles
Post
and
your comments on post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at
Front
Steve
of the
Harvey
cave,
FM
where
on
you can still
Instagram
hear
and
water.
Facebook. Shh, we got it. Check out the Strawberry Letter podcast
Where the
on
light
demand,
at?
please.
Stay where the light at.
Coming up in 46 minutes after the hour, Junior's here with Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, Junior is here with Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
I'm going to tell you right now, Uncle, we already know. No Brady, no Aaron Rodgers. Somebody finna be a Super Bowl champ. You got the Bengals and the Chiefs, Rams 49ers next Sunday. Man, who would have thought that the Bengals with Joe Burrow would be right here? I never saw that. I never saw the Bengals. I expect the Chiefs. Never saw the Bengals.
No, I don't know anybody saw the Bengals. I don't know anybody saw that except the Bengals.
Except the Bengals. That's it. Everybody in Cincinnati saw that, man. On top of that, though, now we got the 49ers and the Rams. Matthew Stafford finna get his shot, man, to go to the Super Bowl.
I think the Rams going to do it. I do. I think the Rams
going to do it. You think the Rams going to do what? Win the Super Bowl?
I do. I do.
You think the Rams going to win the Super Bowl?
I think the Rams going to do.
Well, they got to be San Francisco first.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm going to tell you something, man. They had some pressure. Them damn Rams had some pressure on Tom Brady ass, boy.
Aaron Donald never stayed in that backfield. They stayed back there. They lived back there. They moved Brady off that mark. And that's what they've been saying. If you can make Tom Brady move, he's not going to be successful.
Because he's not finna run. We know that.
No, he ain't running. And you shouldn't talk about running. But he not running.
That's cute.
All right, man.
Yeah, you know that's cute. No, that's the truth. You know what that is. Don't say running.
Oh, I'm going to let you make it. Go ahead.
You going to let me make it? Well, what that mean? I'm just saying. We just you said
need
running.
to move on, Joey.
I ain't going to move on, Uncle. I ain't moving on. He ain't going to say nothing about running. He not going to do that.
Yeah, it ain't the running.
But did you see Antonio Brown's tweet though?
What
did he say?
Yeah,
he held up a sign that said "Bucks eliminated."
Yeah,
with his shirtless. You see it on Twitter. He put salt in the wound.
Talking.
He wrong for that.
Yeah, he shouldn't be talking. I saw the other the message he put out there talking about a couple teams already called me. Well, why you ain't working then? They can call. Ain't nobody booking you. Ain't nobody.
Dog. Everybody can call. What's the offer gonna be? And I don't know what team that wants to invite that to their locker room. I really don't. I feel bad for this kid, man. Yeah, and he's not getting younger, and he's not getting better. So, well, what do you think they finna offer him?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Well, we're going to find out Sunday, though, who's going to be in the Super Bowl. We're going to know then.
All right, Junior. Thank you. Coming up at the top of the hour, Fat Joe said to be honest with your family about your finances. We're going to talk about that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, Fat Joe did a recent podcast interview on I Am Athlete, and he said people need to be honest with themselves about their finances. He says, I tell my wife, I tell my kids, we are not Sean P. Diddy Combs or Jay-Z. Fat Joe said there are levels to wealth. Okay? You agree with that, Steve?
It's absolutely true. There's levels to it. Your level can be just fine if you quit looking over somebody else's.
Right.
You know,
exactly.
you really can get on and enjoy your life if you quit looking at the life you don't have.
Live within your means. Yes.
That's right. That's right.
But let me tell you something, though. I was doing that recently, looking at somebody's life that I know. I was going, wow. And they make a considerably amount of money more than I do. And somebody asked me, one of my partners said, man, I bet you would trade lives with him. I said, I bet I wouldn't. Because with all the money you have and all the worldly possessions I see you with that I don't have, I look at my life and I would not trade my life for his life.
Right.
You don't know what that person's life is like, and you don't know what they're going through. I'm telling you, man, you might be in way better shape than you think.
Yeah.
Because somebody got issues in their life. I don't care who they are. Somebody's lacking something. But I lack for nothing.
Right.
You know, I don't need anything. There's a lot of stuff I want, but I don't need nothing now, man. But it's kind of hard, though. He's saying you have to be honest about your finances. That's kind of hard. I mean, telling people, I think he's doing a great job telling his wife and kids that. But
yeah, because they probably want things that they see the other kids have and other families. But he's being honest. Also, Steve, a former retired Miami Dolphins NFL player Channing Crowder talked about the black tax phenomenon. This is the idea that black athletes are expected to financially take care of their family once they become successful. He talked about how after he was drafted, his family was like, we made it.
We
made it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's true, man, because black people, two things about us. We are the only race of people for the actions of each other. We get blamed if black people are the only race of people that's responsible for the actions of one another. When black people do something over here, all black people get blamed for it. All black people don't get credit for it, but we share in the blame.
Yeah.
So the racism towards the black race, it makes it very easy for people to apply the pressure all the way across the board. And when we become successful and sign contracts, we're responsible for our family members and friends. Ain't nobody else. Man, I remember Mel Brooks told me one time, not Mel Brooks, Mel Gibson told me one time, we were talking, he said, hey man, I'm not responsible for anybody. I don't get that. I'm responsible for anybody. I did this. And I'm sitting there going, wow. But black people are made to believe and held responsible for one another. That's a true statement.
And it doesn't matter what field or industry, not just athletes or entertainers, even if you're just successful in your family, that's the case, you know? All of us have felt that.
Yeah.
But the attitude of the we made it. I mean, I know it takes, it takes a village and it takes it's teamwork and, you didn't get there by yourself, and all of that, but still, we made it.
Absolutely.
I'm out here doing this hard work every day, running these plays and all of that,
We can't tell our family no. Just
No.
like Steve said, it's a responsibility. We have this.
Oh, man, it's kind of crazy, too, man. It's unfair.
It is.
It really is. I got them people helped you go to practice and all that, but you don't owe them nothing. You don't owe them for that. You drove me to practice. Did you practice? Did you put in the time?
Right.
Did you go to
Run the
school?
play,
Did you run these routes? Did you go do these tour days? Really, man. Now, we all feel obligated to buy our mama a house. I mean, that's just a good
Yes, sir.
son's,
Yes. All right. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 20 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, new year, new M&Ms. That's right, M&Ms, the candy. Well, as we know them, they're getting a makeover. Mars Inc. said gone are the green M&Ms, go-go boots, and the sex appeal. Instead, she'll be representing confidence and empowerment. As a strong female, she'll be rocking sneakers now. Green M&M will also become better friends with the only other female M&M, that's brown M&M, to showcase a force supporting women. The other colors will also see some notable personality changes too. The orange M&M's constantly untied shoes and anxious personality will change as he learns to embrace his true self, worries and all. Conservative news anchor Tucker Carlson is very upset about the female M&Ms not being sexy anymore and changing to be more inclusive. He wants them to stay sexy and keep the pumps and all of that.
Oh, you need something to do. You worry about sexy candy.
You care about a candy.
Fictitious
Really?
piece of candy?
I don't give a damn what the M&M characters is. I just want the M&Ms.
Make sure you don't change the taste.
I don't
your
give a damn
favorite,
if
though?
you dress all the M&Ms in drag. What I care. Just can we have the damn M&Ms?
Right. This is crazy. He was
Ladies
really
and
going
gentlemen,
off.
RuPaul. Ooh, get a bag of them.
Right.
All
Peanuts
right.
are plain. Which one?
Peanuts, baby.
Man.
Yeah, it's definitely the peanuts. All right, we'll
Peanuts.
play a round of Would You Rather coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it's time for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather make love on the beach, or would you rather make love in a hot tub? What's your preference? What's your water preference?
Hot tub.
Hot tub?
Hot tub.
That hot tub gets too hot.
Now you can't enjoy it.
It gets too
I can't
hot. All
stand
this bubbling.
Well, wait till you get that sand.
Hot all this damn noise. What's wrong in here? All this Am I doing something? Is it just this tub that's noisy? It's hot in here. I'm already hot. Here, let me hurry up.
It's a
Last week
rush.
you
On
were
that
complaining
beach,
about
just-
the cold.
With that beach.
Well,
that
you
sand.
need a big ass blanket though.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't just be on that sand. That ain't gonna
That's
work
sand.
out for you. You're not gonna be that.
Ooh, ooh. Okay. Would you rather spend the day with your favorite athlete, or would you rather spend the day with your favorite movie star? Would you rather?
Movie star.
Yeah, I knew you would say movie star because you're an
Me and Sam Jackson hanging out playing golf. Yeah. Movie star.
Oh, that seems fun.
Yeah. And he cussing. I
Samuel
love all that. It's
Yes.
gonna be fun.
Yeah, you know he gonna cuss
Put all
everybody
these-
out.
blankety
Blankety
blank.
Kinda hard.
on this plane.
That's hard because I like my favorite athletes too, man. But then I would,
Who's your favorite athlete?
Denzel's my favorite actor. My favorite athlete?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Tiger.
Tiger's a favorite athlete. I love to have dinner with him. I don't want to hang out with him though. He don't look like fun.
I'd like to hang out with Mike Tyson, but I think he's too scared to say something. I don't say the wrong thing.
I know. Watch your mouth. Watch your tone.
I don't know, man. If
Difficult.
I like Shaq. Hanging out with Shaq for a day
The
would be
ultimate
cool.
pitch man.
Well, he's one of my favorite dudes, man, that I like just to see. We're not like real tight or nothing, but we always give each other love when we see each other. Probably athlete for me.
Athlete.
But
okay.
I'd have a tough time picking one.
Yeah.
I tell you, man, when Steph Curry's family came to do Celebrity Family Feud, and Steph got out the car and everybody was gathering around, man, I dapped him up and said, well, Steph, nice meeting you. But the dude I wanted to meet was his damn daddy, Dale Curry. Boy, me and him was standing there hugging. His wife said, I can't believe this. Me and Dale Carey, oh, that was the coolest dude, man.
That's crazy.
All right, coming up, thank you guys. Coming up at 49 minutes after the hour, it is our last break of the day, and you do not want to miss Steve's closing remarks right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here we are, guys, our last break of the day. Wow, what a day. We want to say thank you to our special guest earlier in the show, Dorian Renaud of Buttah Skincare Products, B-U-T-T-A,
Yes.
Buttah. Don't forget.
A-H.
Yep.
Is it A-H?
Yeah, A-H, B-U-T-T-A-H. Don't forget, you can go to steveharveyfm.com and find out how you can qualify to win a $2,500 Macy's gift card. Shopping spree, everything. You're going to love it. Go to steveharveyfm.com to find out more about that. Yeah,
That's good stuff. That's a good product.
It is. It is.
Love it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So, my closing remarks today. I want to go back and I want to take a call that came in on the email, on my voicemail. You know, I have 877-29, Steve, where you can leave me a voicemail and talk to me.
Right.
I want to share one with you, and here it is now.
Hey, Steve, I love listening to you. My name is Roger Williams. Listen, these white folks, man, they still got us contained. The reason I say that is because I've been trying to buy a house. I do everything they tell me to do, and they always come back with some kind of bull crap that keeps me not buying a house. We black folks, man, we got to stick together. We got to stand up. I am just so sick of this. If I could, I would move out to the United States. I'm tired of this. They treat you any kind of way. They tell you everything. You do what they tell you to do, and they still come up with some bull crap, man. I'm just trying to buy a house to put my wife and myself in it. They won't let me, Steve. They won't let me. Talk to you. Bye-bye.
Well, let me help you out with something, sir.
He had to vent.
I will be the first to admit I've had these exact same thoughts as you. As a matter of fact, I used to carry those thoughts around with me all the time. I got what you're saying. I'm in that age bracket where it almost fits. Look, man, I'm old enough where I grew up in a city, Welch, West Virginia, that had colored-only water fountains, colored-only restrooms. No blacks could eat at lunch counters. I grew up in that. I was a 60s kid. I saw all of this. But let me help you understand something. So I'm admitting that I've had these same thoughts, brother. But what I got to help you out with is how I got rid of those thoughts. And this may help you. First of all, I understand systematically it's hard to succeed in this country on any level. But it's because of the game. The game is set up for no one to succeed. Now, because we are black, we have extra barriers. You know, we've been zonings, and once they see a certain zip code, they put you in a certain category. You get a different interest rate. I got all that. They make it hard, man. They do make it hard. The systematic racism in this country is real. But what I had to learn was I quit calling it the white man's game, and I just started calling it the game because it's the game. And I just had to learn how to play the game. Now, I had to implement the fact that the extras that come with it because I'm black, but I had to deal with it. But listen, man, a lot of what's happening to you is because you allowing it to come out of your mouth. You give too much power to them. Man, these white folks won't let us. Man, these white folks won't let. What? Who are you talking? What white folks? See, bro, I got what you're saying technically, but you can't empower people like that. You can't give a person the power over you. You give too much power to them. You're verbalizing it and speaking a truth into your life. I'm just telling you what you're doing, bruh. If I were you, I would stop verbalizing and speaking this truth into my life. I would stop saying stuff that you keep making fruition. You keep giving them the power. You keep saying, the white man did this. The white man got the power. They won't let me. No, man. What are you talking about? They won't let you. You know how many black people got houses? First of all, stop verbalizing it. I got a show full of people that got houses because they made a commitment to get one. Secondly, you talking about moving out the country, but if you move out the country, where you going to live? You got to have ticket money. You got to go there and buy a house. I got what you're saying. Now, how about this right here? Let me help you out with it. Quit going to the bank by yourself. I have no problem I ever had in my life, nor do I have that's bigger than my God. I don't have a problem that's bigger than my God. Quit going to the bank by yourself. Why don't you take the Lord in the bank with you? What they gonna do now? See, now they ain't just turning you down. See, that's why, man, look, man, whenever people come for me, I try to warn people. I try to warn them. I start to say, hey, man, listen to me. Don't come for me, because I ain't over here by myself now. I happen to belong. I'm a child of the Most High. I'm telling you right now, I belong to somebody. So careful, when you come for me, I ain't over here by myself, partner. My Heavenly Father watches over me. So when you come for me, you know, it's like when I was a little boy. Sometimes I would tell kids on the street, I'm going to tell my daddy. That gave me power. I'm going to tell my daddy. Because I knew my daddy was going to do something. Well, I got a Heavenly Father, too. Why don't you take him to the bank with you? Why don't you tell him to help you get a house and then watch you get a house? Because when God give it to you, ain't nothing nobody can do about it. You feel me? Let's try that, man. Just try that, bro. Just wanted to address that. Y'all have a great day, man. See y'all tomorrow, okay? Peace.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.